I don't have a great intro for us. But what I will say is...
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing for?
Because I know you started. Like coming like Morgan Freeman.
I don't know what to say
I don't
about
have
this.
a great intro.
But
what I'll start with is...
I've been getting hit with intros like, oh, your intros are quiet. Like, people like the intros. But people, I don't like the intros. So I'm now trying to up it. Like, can I say something that's funny? But I'm not the funniest. What I will say is...
The band is back together again. This 2 weeks back to back. I was trying to put that out there.
Yeah.
You know? Just saying.
We're back to back.
100%.
I'm going to go missing
100% record attendance.
No,
once again.
Yeah, but that's... Can we... Okay, forget the intro. Can we just get into that?
No, do the intro and then we get into it, bro. Like,
okay, what about the weeks? Okay, what about the weeks we didn't have an episode,
Why
though?
can't I put it out there, bro?
Why are you taking? He can't be penalised from that.
Why?
Don't take that away from me.
No one recorded.
Why?
Don't take that away from me, bro.
No, but
he might not have been available.
Yeah, but we don't know.
If this was EMA right now, I'd be getting 30
Yeah, we're getting
big factor.
£30.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool, my man's got 100% attendance. He's got like 95. You might have like 90. I'm around. I'm outside.
Yeah. Crack on, sir. Crack on.
My thing's mental. I think we're on 50 something, so we're on about 50 now. So
You've recorded like 20 episodes.
I've missed only 10.
Okay, I'm adding to it.
I've only 10. So what's that? 80%? Yeah, 80%.
No.
I'm around.
I just know that
I'm getting EMA. I'm getting EMA.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know what EMA is, because it's been a while, man.
For the younger audience.
Yeah, for the younger audience, EMA, we get paid £30 a week
to go to college.
And was it 150 in Christmas?
Sixth form.
Or 120 in Christmas?
That.
You got a bonus in Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, you got a bonus in Christmas.
I don't think I ever got bonuses.
Maybe not 150 because that's mad stack, but it was like maybe 90 to £100. But that's what you'd get for just turning up and being there for 85% attendance. Signed in. And this is before electronic register. You used to sign in with a little paper thing and that. Yeah. You get £30 just for being in school.
For someone, like, I missed out on all of that.
He was in the higher.
Oh yeah, you was outside. You was outside. But listen, before
Allah Mubarak, you know.
Allah Mubarak. But before we start, for those that are liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing as well. We don't say sharing enough. A lot of you guys push our stuff without us asking whatever. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I hope you had a good start to the year. More importantly, follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. Twitter is a bit slow right now, but we're going to try. The more followers you get, the more likely we're going to start talking and maybe jumping on the spaces and having like, I wouldn't say live pods, but just having a live discussion. You'll catch one of us on it. We need to be able to interact.
Yeah,
one of us? Yeah. I think that means you.
Yeah. Well, you're not jumping on it? You're on Spaces?
Well, like, I don't even know what that is, bro.
Spaces? Is that Clubhouse for Twitter?
Yeah, I don't have Twitter, so I don't understand it.
No, figuring out what's going to have Twitter. It has Twitter.
I know the pod's got Twitter. I don't
feel like you're the only person that knows how to manage a Twitter.
I don't know Twitter.
Do you use Twitter? No.
I've never had a Twitter account.
I downloaded Twitter the day I needed the ticket for Burna Boy, remember? Just to buy a ticket. And then I bought the ticket and I deleted Twitter again.
What was the first app the social, not even app, a social media network that you used, but you was like lit? Not like, obviously us man had MSN, all of us. You had
MSN. What are you talking about? The first one I actively used?
MySpace. High Five. No,
but I never used those. I never used those.
And that's the first profile viewer.
No. My first one that I actually used was Facebook. That I actually used regular.
MySpace, I used to change my music every other day,
I never
bro.
used it.
No way.
Nah.
So you didn't get to experience like
I never used
changing your
MySpace.
background
Yeah,
and the music.
I never used MySpace.
Nah.
That was hard.
You never?
Never.
What was it for?
So my peak started.
MySpace was a draw.
No. My Wonder Kid Jam. My Wonder Kid Jam was Facebook.
Your top 10 friends.
Yeah.
Remember? And that used to draw you out. I used to be like, what is that? Your
It would draw you
but
out.
I thought MySpace was for like musicians. And
It was.
But it became like a little thing where everyone just used to sort of chit chat and whatever, whatnot. But it was sick because I think everyone used to change their background. And then man will create, like, you'll pick a song for your intro, for your profile.
Yeah.
So whenever someone
What was
picks
your
your profile, I remember I had bare different songs.
You change it every
But you'd message your guys and be like,
hey, what's that saying?
Go check my profile.
Yeah, well, childish shit.
I got sleeper on this one. I got some heat on that one. My thing was, my Wonder Kid year was Facebook. That's when I was cracking on.
Yeah, same.
Facebook was outrageous. Because we went from MSN to High Five. And we can stay on this a little bit because this is fun. And then Facebook.
Nah.
And then, yeah?
MySpace came before Facebook.
No, for me, I didn't do MySpace.
Oh, okay,
what did you do then? MySpace and Facebook?
MSN, High Five, MySpace.
Facebook.
I'm pretty sure Facebook after. Yeah.
Facebook was great for me, yeah. But you know when I had to get off it? I was chatting to a girl, innit? And we had like a little private joke. She would write on my photo, for whatever reason, I won't even say her name, but her property. It was a private joke of oversight, innit? So she's shouted me now.
Oh, so you were her property.
Some shit like that. Yeah, she wrote some shit like that. I was like 60. I don't know what the fuck it was.
It's a small piece of property to own.
I wasn't even thinking that, yo.
He's
a
a
bad
demon,
chat,
though.
That's a 1 bedroom one.
Nah, they're violated.
Man down.
Violated.
That was a 2-hit. Sharp, I'm on you.
Sorry.
I'm on you.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm on you. But to be fair,
go back into our
that
show.
was a through ball, wallahi, I'll be like. That was a great through ball for me, so I apologize. I should have kept that one firm. But look at this. She said that, yeah, and then she shouted me saying, yo, who's this gal that's chatting mad on the comments, like this, insulting me, threatening me, all that stuff. I said, excuse me. I look on it here, brother, is my auntie.
No.
She went, bastard J, like bastard whatever. Who you calling property, you fucking bitch?
No.
And she's my mom's little sister. So she's like in between.
Big up auntie.
She's the one.
She's young enough to
she's
know.
young enough to like chat to
Because
man.
like aunties came on their Facebook in that era. Like,
Yeah, she's now 45ish.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So she's not old.
Yeah.
You
She
know what I'm
was
trying to
young
say?
back then, basically.
Yeah, bro, she was letting her have it. Full barrel. I said, Hoyo, like, I bet you chat to your sister. I'm a kid.
allow it?
She's cramping my style, bro. Like, what on? And I even told my mum, the situation, I'm chatting to a girl. I said to my mum, she's my friend though, Hoya. She's abusing. I told my auntie, she's my friend. She goes, why'd you call you a property? She's telling me, well, yeah, it's okay, like, pattern up, bro. What going on to you, bro? After that, cool. So I was about to leave Facebook anyhow, but then I thought, nah, there's too many girls on there, Bobby. I'm trying to stay here, innit? Yeah. Brother, my auntie kept on trying to follow me. My mum's older sister kept on trying to, friend requesting.
Oh, you
and
kept
it was on the
declining
top right, innit?
Yeah.
Kept on doing it, and I always declined it. My auntie's not jumping on my thing, bro. She messaged me with the maddest message saying she's disowning me, basically, bro.
Oh,
I don't know, it's a friend request.
So you have to accept.
Bro, I deleted Facebook.
No.
Well, I said, it's either accept her or delete Facebook.
I hear that.
And bear in mind, this is before this whole era of, cancel culture. So some of the shit was flagrant. Some of my pictures were flagrant, just on whatever it was. Whether it's me swearing or whatever it was, innit? So I said, I'm deleting this shit, bro. I delete my Facebook.
The social media platforms back in the day was fun, though. I remember when you was on MSN and you used to hide, so you didn't want to
offline.
Offline.
Yeah.
So
Whenever
who you want comes online,
I put enough.
It's the most childish thing in the world.
I know Sharp put enough gal to sleep. Went on offline, spoke to the one he really wants to chat to. Yeah,
was that the one where you could poke or nudge?
Yeah.
Nudge. Get a little nudge.
Go. They would appear online whilst you're scheming in the background, and then as soon as they come online, you nudge them. And then
the worst was them gal that had the names of all their friends or even the guys that they rock with heart signs and like little emojis, like the old school emojis.
Oh yeah, that used to do my head in, man.
That's the ones you had to watch out for.
And then there was
bro.
BBM. BBM era was fun.
Listen, that's my peak.
I love that era.
That was my.
No, I had it, but I didn't really like it.
If I had my pin,
Forget add my pin. Broadcast me, man. Them broadcast
I hated
me.
that.
I used to hate that one. Man.
Oh,
Wallahi, bro.
I'll be real. I was at my peak, bro. I had
used to piss me off.
I had a breakdown on my categories. And my wife don't believe this. You remember I put my snap like I am him, like saying like my wife don't believe half the shit I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
chatting.
want to understand that. God.
Okay. I'll tell you the story, innit? So basically, yeah, me and her we went out for the evening, innit? So we're just chilling, we're chatting, and they're just shooting the shit. And then I must have said something about back in the days, something whatever it was. I must have went, I was lit, and her face was very stern, like yeah, sure. And I thought to myself, you know what's mental, yeah?
She don't rate you.
If she met me a year beforehand, she wouldn't have given me the time of day because I was outside. You know what I'm trying to say? That I was outside, bro. She met me on the downturn when ACLs and all that. I was on the downturn, bro.
He was on his way out.
Well, I was on my way out. I was going to MLS, bro. I was on my way out. Wallahi, I said, yo, what? I was that guy, Sure, what? I said, like, Suggle, babes. I was him. She went, excuse me? I said, I was him. I went, my BlackBerry. So this is my BlackBerry. I said, my categories, mental. Champions League, like 1 or 2.
Oh, you was one of them guys?
Yeah.
One of them guys.
You're bad.
I had top 4.
That is bad.
Do you want me to bring you the shovel?
Huh?
Do you want me to bring you a shovel?
So what are you doing that one?
On my BBM?
Yeah.
I'm married, I don't care. Them girls are probably
No, I know, but I'm
themselves.
saying just in general.
What?
You put them into categories like that.
Yeah.
You're bad,
No,
bro.
but you know why? Then I'll tell you, it gets worse though. So then I had UEFA Cup.
Yeah.
It went Europa League,
It was
UEFA Cup,
UEFA Cup
innit?
back then, yeah.
And then it went to grenades. Because remember Jersey Shore?
This guy's mad, bro.
Oh, man,
Remember
the
Jersey
Jersey
Shore?
Shore grenades.
Yeah, and then, remember the grenade thing?
Yeah, I remember.
So bear in mind, you're forgetting, this is the
What's
form
his
BBM.
Paulie.
Paulie D.
Another one is
D
boy.
something. Mike.
No, Mike's the situation, the
The
dickhead.
situation.
Yeah, he's the dickhead. His other version is
sick
Vinny.
name.
Vinny's his dog.
Vinny was his dog.
Vinny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then there was the
mesquite
wedge guy.
Vinny is the wedge guy.
No, Ronnie's the wedge guy.
No,
Oh, Ronnie, yeah,
Ronnie's
Ronnie,
the wedge guy
yeah.
that was always had passed with the main girl from the other group.
Yeah.
TV back then was so much fun. I remember like even like just forgiven that like X Factor. X Factor was massive.
I used to
watch
love
that.
I
the
Everyone, I remember that
audition
was
phase.
like
Audition thing,
Yeah, I used to
Same.
love
It was
that.
like family time. I remember everyone's family. It was like a family thing. It was
I've
weird.
already
Like
seen clips of that stuff.
people
man.
just sit
Everyone
around the
will
house
come-
on a Saturday. Yeah, and then everyone, the whole family's watching it. And it'd be like the old like my mum used to always watch it, and she'd be like, "I'm not down, but like I'm better than this." person."
Yeah.
Like, this
But it
person
gets-
shit.
it got- everyone got involved.
And you know,
Everyone's
as you say
involved.
that, though, you know what's mad? You're saying that, yeah, that style of watching stuff is gone because of streaming. We used to watch stuff like, yo, I need to go home by 7.
Yeah.
This thing's on. Or like Prison Break.
Yeah.
Like,
I
man,
used
got to go
run
to the
home.
crib to watch
I used
Prison
to
Break.
run home.
Everyone,
Prison
everyone
Break.
did.
Streaming's killed it 100%, but it's also the content it is showing now. Now you're just seeing the chick twerk for no reason. You can't watch that on my mum, bro. Like, what? Like, I can't be
Yeah,
sitting
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, remember back in the day when you were kids, if a kissing scene come on, you just
Come
quickly,
here, yeah.
nah, you pretend like you're not even watching. It's like, yeah, change it.
Oh, that was the
You're
worst.
pissed. You wanted to see it.
You wanted to see
You wanted to see it,
Have you-
yeah?
have you ever-
So you're doing them ones like you're pretending you're having a convo, but you're really
You're
watching
really
the TV.
watching,
like,
yeah.
Have you ever-
Side eye
And then
Have
there's
you ever had
lips in the
situation where you-
background. And you,
Have you had a situation where you've like recommended something to watch and it became a mad thing?
Nah.
bro,
Recommend
I
something to watch.
remember.
So like you've in the yard now. So like me
I
and my
remember, this
sister,
is what I
I'll put something
remember.
on.
I'll tell you now,
Go
because it was the first time I remember thinking, shit. Me and my mum, the first film we've ever watched together, as an actively said, let's watch it, was Titanic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Oh, that's cute.
And my mum loves that film. And I remember it was on TV, we're watching it. Do you remember the scene when they get into the whip, they're
Yeah,
doing a man
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and you see the hand?
The
bang,
hand,
bang.
bang.
On the Stevie thing.
That come on.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was my fault. I felt that. She slapped the back of my head and said, change it. I said, you want to watch it? Wallah, I felt the slap in the bit like I was in the yard, I was in the whip. She slapped me like I'm the brain in the whip. Bro, she goes, change it. Well, I changed it. I said, you wanted to watch it? I'm vexed. So you told me to watch it, you're slapping me. Well, I was vexed, bro. I was vexed.
These times you just want to watch the scene.
I wanted to watch it. I actually wanted
Like,
to
you
watch
know,
it.
as you said, the team, I remember the
saw
hand
the
go
hand.
like,
That's so iconic.
It's
so iconic.
It slid down.
Yeah,
Bro,
the
I'll
slap.
never forget, bro. That was traumatic.
Oh,
Bro, I
As
felt
the
this-
hand was going down, this guy got a slap.
Wallah, she
wallah,
slapped me in the
bro.
back of my head and said, change it. Why, like, as in, why are you waiting for me to tell you to change it?
Yeah, you should know
I said,
straight
you
away.
wanted to watch it. It's a family film.
My mum took me to watch Godzilla in the 90s.
Godzilla?
Yeah, in the 90s. So she normally, when we go cinema, she'll drop me and my sister. This is the Eden one, Eden Broadway.
Yeah.
She'll drop us there and dip out. Like, she'll go handle her business.
Oh,
Like,
she took you lot to the cinema.
Yeah, she
Oh,
took
yeah,
my
yeah,
old-
But this time she actually sat in with you lot.
She sat with us. I don't know why. I think the marketing, you know, back then, like, a movie of the year would be around everywhere. The cereal boxes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it was a, it was a
yeah.
money
Let me see
thing.
what the hype's
Oh,
about.
they stopped all that and used to find a little toy inside the cereal
Stopped
box.
it.
Wallahi.
Oh, because the choking hazards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Is that what it was?
I don't know,
I
but
feel
no
like-
one
Because
ever
it had
choked
toys in
on-
it.
I don't remember
Even
anyone
my
choking
Power
on
Remember,
it.
do you remember like I'm taking it way back, wallahi.
Yeah, we got. This is a
remember,
nostalgic one. So follow us with this.
Casper.
Yeah,
Casper.
Casper
Casper the
Ghost.
Ghost.
I remember they used to give you the stickers that used to glow up in
Yeah,
the dark.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know how many of
Come
them
on,
I had in
bro.
my room? Wallah.
I remember.
Wallah, people used to get onto me to call me Casper, bro, because I'm white. Fuck Casper, bro. Man, see through out
Let's
here.
go back.
You know what's mad? I was talking about Casper now, and then I hear him whisper, "Fuck Casper."
Well, people used to get
It's a
onto me.
personal one.
Yeah, that was personal.
It's a
Hey,
personal
Casper.
one.
Oh, piss
From
off.
his heart, wallah.
Nah, bro,
Piss
that
off.
was
Even Power
what was you chatting
Rangers.
about?
Power Rangers.
Power
yeah,
Rangers
yeah.
Zeo. That's the one after Mighty Morphin. That's the one I was always on the Kellogg's. It wasn't the original
I
one.
just remember like Green Ranger, the
Red
White
Ranger,
Ranger was,
White Ranger.
yeah, he was sick. The
What
one with the
happened?
sword.
What
He
happened?
died, didn't it, recently?
Yeah.
He died, didn't it, recently?
I listen.
White Ranger.
Aye, that broke my heart, bro.
Yeah, man. Why are you busting that one?
Because when he said Power Rangers, this guy said, what?
That's so weird. Well, I don't know why it's so weird. I thought he's a weirdo. What are you chatting
Nah,
about?
you're a weirdo with for that.
No, wallahi, his
I said
face
so, he
was
doesn't know.
gold. Wallahi, his face was gold.
He went, what?
I know Power Rangers. I don't know that.
Yeah, that one I
No,
don't know.
I remember all of them up to In Space.
No, I stopped. I used to have.
Now you're older than me though, bro.
I had an outfit.
Well, I did.
Which one?
When he told me I was
had
dying,
the,
wallah.
Oh, you said it in the pod before.
Yeah, I had a red Ranger outfit. I know. He used to touch the mic. He used to say, "Go Power Rangers."
I know.
And
Listen,
when did you
what
ever
age
rock
was
it?
it? Aye, what age was this?
Nowhere, just in my yard.
What age was this shop?
I was young, under 10.
28?
No, you was about 6 foot 2. He was about 6 foot 2 doing that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Big ass baby, bro.
No, I shot up in.
I hear them use that. You know when they push it, the legs hanging out.
Okay.
I shot up in.
What? Say again? Nah, I heard something hanging out. I heard something hanging out. What was that? Now repeat it. Repeat it for the viewers. They deserve it.
No, I was saying, my man's obviously shouting about his Power Ranger thing, yeah? And last time we done the pod, I kept asking the age, but he kept denying the age, innit?
Yeah.
I said, nigga, now I said, nigga, you was about 6 foot 2, innit? My man started turning to me. I said, he's the kind of you, yeah? You know that baby with the legs that hanging out the pushchair? They're too big for the pushchair. He was that you, bro.
Well, funny enough, I shot up in year 11.
100%.
And I didn't know that I shot up in year 11. I remember I came back from summer holidays. And everyone was saying to me, bro, why are you so tall? And that's when I realised that
I don't care what you say. You was an NBA prospect at the age of 7. I know that.
No, I wasn't really tall. I was a short.
Flying.
Anyone I went to my high school will tell you I was a short, like stubby kind of kid.
Godzilla. I was trying to think what I was saying.
Yeah, sorry.
Godzilla.
Yeah. You're good at bringing things.
I was saying. I have to think about it. Yeah. Then I had to hit you up on the side one, a little side mission.
My leg wasn't.
No, I was saying she jumped in with us, like to watch it with us here. And obviously, if you remember, the dinosaur sound, Godzilla's actual sound is a mad thing. Like it's all that stuff. Yeah. She started screaming, where's the remote? Where's the remote? She's bugging out. And it's dark, innit?
In the cinema?
In the cinema. She went, where's the remote? What's going on here? She's looking at me. I'm panicking because she's panicking, innit? Yeah. Bro, at that age, I was a naughty youth, so anytime I'm bugged out, I was getting beaten up, bro. So this is the first I've seen her bug out, and it's not my fault.
Yeah,
but I'm in PTSD. I said I want to get bugged out. I thought she would knock me. She said, carry watching, I'm getting out of it. It took her a 30-second walk. It took her 3-4 minutes because he kept on screaming. And she's next to this. If you walk next to the thing, it's next to the speakers, isn't it? So it's even worse.
Bless her, Allah.
I'll never forget that, bro. I'll never forget that, bro.
That's traumatic.
Mama Evans, I'm sorry, wallahi. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that one, but yeah, it was that.
No, them eras was bloody hilarious. Nice. I remember even like what Izzy was saying, like whenever a Kid Seed used to come on, you know, I was a little sucker child kid, innit? I used to look away, but
little gap, yeah.
I tried to go quick little glimpse.
Man's with these ones.
Yeah. That's legit. That's the start of my villain story. That's when I became
my pops, Elena Harris, used to love Steven Seagal. So anytime there was a Steven Seagal movie, he used to love it. But a lot of his movies
had something.
There was a lot of scenes like that. So obviously I'm watching the movie, but obviously I loved it as a kid as well because of the fighting scenes.
Yeah.
Anytime there was like a little scene, he told me, yeah, we did. But he's watching it. That to me like, I'm looking away, but looking at him watching, thinking, it's not fair, man.
Why do you get to watch it?
Yeah, I want to watch it. Let me have a quick sneak peek. But he used to always be like, we did. Turn the other way. And sometimes you let me stay up late at night because I used to only air like after like 10 o'clock if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's 9. Yeah, maybe 9 or 10.
After 9 or 10 o'clock, and that was on a weekend, he'll let me stay up and I watch it. I remember that, but I remember I used to always try to be like, oh, okay, this was happening, but to no avail, lad. Still get beaten up whenever.
The good old days.
Alright, bro, I'm not lying to you. I feel sorry for the youths now, and we won't get to. That's a whole nother episode, but we had it good them times.
I feel like even family TV don't happen enough no more. I like the idea of like
a family for the whole family to watch.
Yeah, just coming together. I'm
togetherness. They still like Modern Family's lit.
What?
Modern Family.
No, that show's lit. I'm talking about just in general, like families in general, in like sitting around together. I feel that's dying. Whereas nowadays everyone's somewhere with their phone.
Yeah. I feel like it's a combination of what you were saying. It's like, because before you don't have an option. It is on now. If you miss it, this bus is gone.
Back then,
so you had to stop what you're doing to get together. Now, like, I play it when I want.
You're pre-recording it.
It's not family friendly. Just because of the type of stuff that they show in it. That's deemed acceptable now.
It's something that recorded is when Sky came with Sky Plus.
Yeah.
That's changed the game.
That switched everything, bro. Because then it was like, now we're not watching it together no more. So like my sister might watch Prison Break whenever now, and I'm watching it when it, because I like the idea of the man saying, yo, finish ball, let's just go. So you get what I'm trying to say, and watch it. But that is, that's the paradox. You know when you have too many options, you feel like you have no options. Like when you go to a chocolate shop and there's an array of it, tell me you don't understand there for time.
I'm like that when I go Asda, bro, and I want to buy myself a snack. I never know what to buy.
I don't know what to get. It's a paradox.
Like in my mind, I'm going there thinking I'm going to get this. But as soon as I walk in there, I'm like, oh, shit.
Even shopping, I don't know, I'm a little bit different. But even, I hope I'm not only here, but when I go shopping, I might have an idea. But when I go to too many shops, I've lost all composure. I don't know what I want now. I don't know what. I started off with, like, for example, I grabbed like a little black hoodie today. But if I didn't go to that shop to find it and I started looking for an alternate, bro, I'd be lost.
I'm like that as well sometimes when I go somewhere. I'll go there with the mindset of getting something, and then as soon as I go in and I see bare different things, I'm like, oh, shit. And then you end up buying something
that you
didn't need, but also it wasn't what you wanted initially when you go into the shop to buy. So you just come back with something.
Other than food, I do everything online now anyway.
I don't do
food
nothing
is
online.
the only thing that I'll still go to the supermarket for. Everything
But I love
else,
food. I love
Amazon,
food shopping.
If it's clothes, I'm online shopping. If anything, bro, I don't.
Clothes, I
can't remember the last time I went into a shop and just said,
just to go back to your point, you know, someone once told me a while ago. So whenever you go shopping, try it out, Don't ever go shopping, and this is food shopping or whatever. Don't ever go shopping when you're on an empty stomach. When your stomach's empty, you're just going to want to buy whatever you see.
Just to get out to eat.
Go there when you munched.
That's not a bad idea, though, to be fair.
Then you're just going to go there for what you went in there for. I
Try it.
out.
You're not rushing, right.
Well, I tried it. It worked.
Try it.
For me, online shopping, I like to do online shopping, but it's hard because like more time when I'm ordering things, my size is mad. I never really... The certain fits are different. So I'm an XL everywhere, but sometimes I'll buy a certain thing, but the XL will be like to my sleeve, it will come
Bro,
here.
you know what I do?
Unless
Like,
I actually
things
go
like
to the
ASOS and that. I just buy 2 sizes. The one that I think will fit and one up.
But I'm
and I
bad.
just return. It takes you, bro, seconds. They made it so easy now.
I hate that. I don't like that.
Return.
But I like the feel. But I
do that.
But you can't see the material
If I buy something,
and the
Nah,
feel
but I
of
trust
it.
it because I feel like I know what I'm
But
buying.
if it's a shop that if I've been before, then I can trust buying whatever I can
Yeah,
off there
yeah,
online.
fair.
I've got
But
no issue
ASOS,
with
you haven't been
if it's,
before.
but if it's
But even
I've had
ASOS,
few
you're
things off
buying like brands, or even if you're buying ASOS branded stuff, it's gonna be.
I've never had an issue with ASOS, to be fair.
Yeah,
No, I've not had an issue, but I'm saying the reason I don't like it is the potential of the
I
idea that
still get
it might not be
my
what I
juice
want.
from
'Cause
I
I've
hear
had
what
a
you're
few.
saying, but in my head it's coming the next day, and if I don't like it, I'm returning it the day it arrived, which is the next day.
It is just long.
Yeah,
It's
myth,
not,
bro.
bro.
Don't
It
do it.
ain't.
Myth.
It ain't.
Do you know the
Bagging
amount of
it
stuff-
back
Bro,
up
it ain't
and
even
throwing
bagging it
in the
up.
thing.
They
amount
got
of
the
stuff I just
sellotape
donated
thing.
it out.
You fold it, you take off the sellotape, it sticks to itself.
No, but
you
they're not
take
saying it practically.
done.
They're saying it. Well, we're saying it in the sense of it might be the easiest thing in the world, but just the idea of having to return
I'll
it.
just give it to somebody.
Yeah, but that's what they're
I'm like
banking
you,
on.
wallah.
That's what they're
Or
banking
let it
on.
rot in your closet.
Oh
One of
yeah,
the two.
That's what
Wallah.
they're banking
Well, I got
on.
bare
You
things
not
that's just
returning
there. Or my mum will do like at the end of like every few months she'll do like a big collection of whatever's in the house and she'll donate it. So she'll walk around like a military
Yeah,
person.
only NBA players can take your stuff. Bro.
What you
You're gonna
doing?
have 6
Like,
plus.
let's all get whatever's left. Yeah, wallah.
I can't get none of that.
Sorry,
I'll drown in it.
But there's a tall kid in Somalia somewhere that can get it.
Very true.
The height.
He shut you up still.
Take
My
that one.
doggy.
But back to the point of like, I've always said, inshallah, when I have like a family of my own, I like to have like family get-togethers where whether it be like everyone eating around the same table and chilling, or like reading, or whether it be watching TV, like I just want everyone in and around, because you
togetherness.
lose that quality time together, bro. Like instead of everyone just
Creating memories.
like everyone disappearing nowadays. Is but even we our older age now, bro. Sometimes when you a family house or everyone, everyone's like
Well,
they're
what's all in their own rooms.
Everyone's gone
What's
to their
that
own
thing?
rooms.
What's that? It's Dave's album. It was a really good quote. Was it? We're all alone in this together. It's something like that. Let's say that's not his album. It might be, but I love that. It's like we're all together, but we're all literally one up
But
because of our
we've lost that
phones.
concept,
Like
though.
even like yesterday, we was out, bro. Like how many times do we even chat if you deep it? Not, I'm talking about throughout the duration.
But there
of
are
it.
some households that
Hold
still
that
uphold
value.
that like value where they come together, they eat together.
I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to
Or
have the
they'll
traditional
do
stuff.
like family nights out and they'll go out together to eat. Like I love that concept. I
we've
think that's
never
such a
done that in
beautiful
my house,
concept.
bro.
I've never
I've
done
never
that.
done
Yeah,
that.
I've only ever done
But I like
family
that
days
concept.
out on like my mum's birthday. She's the only one that will take out for her birthday and we'll eat.
Yeah.
But like if it's me, my pops, nah, it's done. It's a normal day.
It's normal day.
Yeah.
I'm
I
at
wanna
work,
bring
to
that
be
back.
fair, or something like, you know, I want whatever in it. And even my mum's thing, it's not like, it's probably only been in her last 4 birthdays that we've done it, and like we've
And
kept
everyone
it.
comes.
Yeah, but we've got a small family,
No,
innit?
but
So
you,
it's
your
literally,
brother, your dad, like,
everyone comes. Yeah,
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
But no, but
bro.
it's only been 4 years.
But it's still beautiful.
If you
though.
deep
Do
it.
you not enjoy it though when you see?
Yeah, no, it's
everyone?
nice.
It's
I like to
beautiful,
see
yeah.
my
It
mum
touches
happy.
the heart,
innit? I like
yeah.
to see my mum happy.
But also
so that's
for
what
her,
it is.
she's got a big smile. Like she's seen.
No,
my
she
kids
loves
like
it.
Yeah, they
she
love it.
loves
Come on,
it.
the parents love that because for them it's
beautiful.
But
everyone.
she'll love it, and then she'll be eating. I can make
like
this at
it.
home. Nah, we didn't even need to buy it. I could have made this. I could have made this. We didn't even need to buy it. I'm thinking, man, you're missing the point here. Like, and she goes, how much is it? Oh, ya Allah, it's that much. Thinking, mum, it's not the money. Like, it's the quality. Yeah, it's the
Quality
time.
time.
Mums are the same
Mum's
everywhere,
in it, bro.
wallahi. No
I
matter
could've
what
made
race
this.
you are,
Mine
every
will be
mum is the
better.
same.
She told me, and then she'll make it. The pizza's thick. No, she makes pizza. It's thick. Onions are hanging out. And Thinking, mum, yeah, I can't lie, man, I love you, but this pizza ain't slapping like Domino's, but thick crust.
I hate Domino's. Do you man rock with Domino's?
I don't like Domino's.
I like local pizzas from the end.
Bro, you know what my favourite pizzas?
I'm still a Pizza Hut kind of.
Oh no, Pizza Hut, the big.
Out
the
of the
big one
brands,
is
Pizza
TT.
Hut, but out of the normal things, Tops Pizza.
No, Farmhouse.
I love
if
Tops
anyone knows
Pizza.
Farmhouse
Nah,
pizza,
that's my worst.
No?
I love Farmhouse.
No,
I hate Farmhouse.
That's in North West.
Yeah, I hate
that bang.
Farmhouse.
love
I had it once, bro. They
Pizza
ruined my
Go-Go,
thing.
cuz.
They used to bring it out just
Pizza Go-Go, the chicken wings are unbelievable.
Oh, sensational.
Yeah, I remember.
Unbelievable.
Wallahi, sensational.
every other day. What did they bring to just eat?
Farmhouse.
Yeah. No, it's true. I
In
remember.
abundance.
In
Wallahi,
abundance.
the place smelled like.
That's why you
pizza.
like it. It was free. Everything's
I
tastes
remember
better when it's
everyone
free.
used to say to me, bro, what is this workplace? You're either snapping food coming in every
Or
day,
table tennis
or you lot are
side.
playing
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
How
You lot were like
enjoying
the
life like
hood's
that?
version of The Office.
It was.
It really was.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
it was.
Wallahi,
It was
Wallahi,
the
it
hood.
was a community
like,
centre.
even some of the characters now, I don't know how
No,
long it's
the
been.
same characters.
I remember them. Like, so I can. If I see them now, I remember who they are.
Yeah.
Like the brother that left you with the glasses, the black brother. Great, wasn't it? Craig, wasn't he? Your guy,
Oh,
the older fella.
older
guy,
guy,
man.
Bradley.
Bradley. That's the big homie.
Brad-
My
Bradley,
guy. But you know how
aye.
much people when I was at work and bare people used to like they used to go out and about, and a lot of them would get a record and say, "Yo, bro,
Yeah.
like I've seen your
Because
shop
you got like 1,000. This guy's got
And they
millions of
be
people on
like,
the snap,
yeah.
bro. You got millions of people
And
on
they
the
come to me at
Snapchat.
work and be like, one of your friends
Yeah,
told me
bless
the
him.
other day.
Sharp was famous for
Uncle Bradley or like,
Sharp
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
come on, Sharp's
original
been famous. Sharp's been
Instagram
famous.
baddie.
yeah, go on,
What? Sharp's Instagram baddie.
He was the original Instagram
Oh,
baddie.
100%.
Original.
Before
100.
baddies were a thing, he was the baddie.
I'm a
OG.
nobody. I'm a nobody.
Now it's
Original.
time. I've given us time to to be festive and have fun. But I'm gonna ask that question, guys. We got a question pending
What's that?
for the episode.
Oh.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
we
you,
did?
to be fair, you just saved me, so go on.
Saved you.
No, carry.
I don't want to save you. Let's go.
No, well, I carry. What's the question?
I was gonna ask you though. Anyway, this is a question I thought would be really good to like hit the nail on the head on it. How vulnerable can you be with a woman that you're in a relationship with, whether it be your spouse or someone that you're dating, and in the aims of getting married? So it's serious either way.
I don't think there's.
And because I'm married, I will answer last.
I think it's beautiful. I think men are scared to be vulnerable because, like, it's the scariest thing in the world to give someone that much power.
Yeah.
Because when you're vulnerable, bro, you've given so much power. But I feel like if it's a good person, then that person won't abuse that power. So it's dependent on your situation of the relationship. If it's someone that you trust wholeheartedly and you deem that person to be a good person, again, at the end of the day, you're always going to deem whoever you're dating or married to to be a good person. But if that person protects your vulnerability, then I think that can blossom into the most beautiful thing. But if someone takes advantage of your vulnerability, then that's where things can become because men are men, bro. Like, we try to be the protector, the provider, etc., whatever, whatnot. So when you show that side, and also like,
what side are you talking about?
the vulnerable side, bro.
Of
When
what? What
you're
you be
like,
vulnerable on?
in
Like, what
general,
sense?
in anything, like whether it be the love or whatever, however, there's different formats of it in it. But like when you're really, really vulnerable, there's no layers, bro. Like you're naked in a sense.
What does
like,
being vulnerable mean? Because obviously, I know you're saying there's different layers, and I agree.
Yeah.
But what does it mean to you, me, and before we even and then we say?
I think it's a deeper. So vulnerability for me is no layers.
Yeah,
naked. You're speaking on your deepest, darkest.
you're naked.
Like, you know the Chinese thing. I'm sure I've said
no,
it time
because
before.
vulnerability to someone could be like
naked, but
Naked. All I can hear is I'm trying to be like proper serious. All I hear is naked.
you're literally there's
Yeah, you're
nothing.
open to it, but I think it's giving your deepest, darkest, like
share everything.
that voice in your head. You know that voice in your head that tells you what you can and can't do, or tells you what someone thinks about you, or what you think about the world. When you tell them this is how you're feeling about something, I think that's true vulnerability in the moment. I don't believe you can be vulnerable after the fact. So like, if I tell you something that happened 2 years ago, that how I felt about it, I don't perceive it as vulnerable because I'm not in that mind state no more.
You've gone past that. Yeah.
So even your feelings towards it will be very present. It's like, yeah, it happened, cool. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So vulnerability for me is in that moment when I'm going through some shit and it's the maddest thing in my head.
And it's opening up. Yeah.
And I'm telling you that.
Because sometimes as a guy, you tend to fight battles alone, bro.
That's the life of a man. Okay, I want to hear you, man. I'm going to say mine at the end.
Most men will tend to find battles alone. Even sometimes you don't even really go to your guys like that, bro. Like, you just try to fight. And then the absolute last resort, then you may
Reach out.
think, okay, you know what? This is not something I can
people
deal with. Let me
don't
try and
even
reach out.
reach
Some
out.
people don't even reach out and they just die alone on that. On that.
I think most people do. I think most people die a lonely death. Like as in they're. We'll get back onto vulnerability, but like there's a lot of men specifically that I feel like when they die, the people don't really know who they are because they were had those silent battles. Like you think this person was the happiest, he's always always up for stuff, but really they were struggling. It's like Robin Williams, the comedian, that when he passed away, like he gave joy to the world, but this guy was
he was a lonely man.
He was a lonely, broken man, bro. Without sounding like I'm insulting a minute, but he was a lonely, broken man in a sense, innit? But I think as men we have that. I think we have that lonely road, and I
think like even sorry to cut you off, bro. I feel like even sometimes it's a scary place to be because sometimes if you're too vulnerable, your partner ain't gonna rate you, bro.
You know, I've been quiet here because I'm trying to digest.
Your partner's not gonna rate you.
Every time you man are
so
saying vulnerable,
it's different.
I'm just thinking you man crying.
No,
but yeah, I hear you.
That's the automatic thing.
Disrespectful way, but
I hear you.
That's why I wanted to know what does it mean to you lot? Because in my head,
when you say
being
that,
vulnerable is like being able to cry in front of my girl. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I've never done it, but there's nothing wrong with it. But that's because maybe A, I've never had to. I don't think I've ever been in the situation, and B, I don't have a girl, so I'm not just gonna be out here crying. But it's like but that's what I'm saying. But he just and the only reason why I cut you off is because you said if you're too vulnerable, sometimes they lose respect. And to me, I'm not saying crying is one of those things, but if you kept crying, I think that would be one of those things.
I think so, bro.
Also,
if
Izzy,
it was a one-off,
but Izzy as well as a man, all of us in this room that's a man has an idea of what a man should be.
Yeah.
So do women.
Agreed.
So if you are being that crybaby, I'm not saying there's any. If it works for you, it works for you, and that's up to you. But if you are going to be that, then it's emasculating. It looks different to a woman that has the idea of what a man wants to be. So they can use
only
that.
if it keeps happening. I think if you do it once and there's a reason.
Yeah,
like,
but let's not.
Okay, cool. No, rule to exception. No, rule to exception.
Yeah.
Obviously, the maddest thing, like if your parents just passed away, broski.
No, but
then you're
not
gonna
even
ball out. I'm
Forget
talking
even
about
bro. You could be going through something really
no, but I'm saying
mad,
if you're
bro,
crying, yeah, but I'm saying if you're crying over a mad thing.
But when you're with someone, bro, that person is meant to be like
Your comfort.
your comfort, bro. You know, you want to be able to be open to her or to show that side to because
how about
your
this?
wife, bro.
Let's get real vulnerable, innit? When's the last time you have cried that doesn't involve death?
Ooh, last time I cried.
And doesn't involve beats. So not your mum giving you licks as kids and not a death.
Definitely this year.
I'm gonna be.
Do you remember the reason? You don't need to share it. No one needs to share it.
I'll share it. We're podding, bro. I'll share it. No, you first. Him first.
Share it.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah,
No, whoever said it.
Me, it's different. For me, like, okay, cool. For me, it's the. And I know you're gonna get onto me, but me, it's being away from my children. Sometimes I get into that element, space where
why on earth would I get onto you?
I know you're always,
bro.
you're always saying
Never
stuff
will
about-
never get onto you.
Well, I'll get after the show.
But no, for me, it's
That
well,
touched my
yeah,
heart.
I wanna
Wallah,
hug you,
you
I wanna
pissed
hug
my
you.
heart when you
well,
said that, bro.
This is the truth. Sometimes when
Should I
I'm
give
at
you a
home,
sharp
I'm
hug?
in my bed. Nah, I don't want to. I'll get into it. I'll get lost.
The sharp hug.
The sharp hug.
Legendary.
So I
No,
said
but
that.
sometimes, like when I'm at home,
Yeah.
obviously for me, like I've always seen my life in a way where I'd raise my children living with me and whatnot. Obviously, they don't live with me. I'm divorced and whatnot. So I had to adapt to my kids living sort of away from me and me living somewhere else. And it's even more emotional because they're girls. Do you get it? And then, you know, as that bond between a father and a daughter
Different to a father and a son.
is different to a father and a son. I don't have a son, so I can't
Yeah.
really. But everyone that has a son, my friends have always told me it's a bit different. So obviously, just kind of adapting to that. Sometimes when I'm at home,
So when you're away from your kids,
when I'm away
feel
from my
emotional,
kids and
yeah.
I feel a bit emotional, I might get a bit of a teary eye. You get me? I'm just natural, bro.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
No
well.
one's
Well, that's real shit though, bro. Wallah, I love that you said that, man.
That's actually so beautiful.
Wallah, bro, I love that you.
Now,
before we-
anyone that says anything otherwise is gonna sound like you just said.
You know,
You
no,
dickhead.
you won't get onto him like as in keep it, but I love that you said that because as men, we don't talk about those things that, like, you know, people talk about divorces or loss of a parent or loss of a guardian, whatever. It's not just when they lose them, it's also things that remind you of them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or situations can remind you of them. So even him just being in his bed, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or right, or if I'm overstepping, you'd want to be with a wife and your kids in the other room. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you haven't got that, so it brings you back to that place. And I think with men, that's the lonely battle we have. Our thought process is that. Not specifically his situation, but
Yeah.
like in general. So I'm gassed that you share that still, bro. Because some people feel like that, bro.
So
And
what
we
about
don't
you?
talk.
If you don't mind me asking, when's the last time you
Ooh,
cried?
I was thinking about- I think the last time I cried-
death related or
I don't
you
think
getting
I've-
kids.
No,
like
it's not death. It's death / Okay, look. I've probably cried in my life maybe 8 times, I'll say. Maybe 9 now.
And take away the beats.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
You never got beat.
No, I got beaten, but I didn't cry from beating.
Oh shit! Okay,
I think I only had one where I had the, that one.
Right,
Yeah,
so
I've had that one.
Take away the.
And that don't count. Beat that one there.
I hated that cry.
You know what? No, she. Listen, Hoya went. Side note, Hoya done a madness. You know what she done? She asked me. She said, "I done a madness." I think she said something, and I tried to leave the hallway, and under my breath, I went, "Either shut up or be quiet." As a kid, under my breath.
Yeah, you deserved it.
She heard. I deserved.
Yeah.
I don't know how she heard it. All I heard is, yeah.
Yeah, you know it's on site.
And footsteps, she grabbed man, she went, you have 3 choices.
Fold you up.
No. The Xbox wire.
Oh, you choose your
weapon.
Choose your, yeah.
The Xbox wire, the wooden spoon, or the sandal. Yeah? Or all 3.
I would have taken the sandal.
I pick all 3 and I'll tell you why.
That is the stupidest thing ever, bro.
I'm an idiot. But I thought if I called her bluff, that she wouldn't have done it. She gave me 3 rounds of each weapon. And when I went like that, she went, are you okay? I went, wow.
Because they don't want to, bro. They got a heart.
Yeah, she got, come on, bro. She loves me,
yeah,
right?
go on.
But I was going to say I had an auntie before I was born. No, sorry, what? Sorry. Auntie when I was young. Her name was Edda Halima. She had no kids, whatever. But I loved her. I used to go to her house, whatever. She passed away with no kids. So I always pray for her. She's like my first prayer before my dad. That is that deep for man. So anyhow, this year I was praying for her like I usually do. But I thought in the world today I'm the only person praying for her possibly. She was lonely. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
that's not crying.
That is really...
that's fair play.
That pissed my heart again, wallah. Wow, man.
Wow, wallah.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, wallah. May Allah grant her Jannah, bro, man. Wallah.
Yeah, it's deep one. It's a deep one, bro. Thing is, though, you know, like, Evs, take as much as you need, bro. You know, it is like when you these kind of topics, bro. When you think about it, yeah. Because I remember, like, it's similar. My mum, you know, my sister's buried in Morocco, innit?
Yeah.
And Allah Rahmah. And I remember when I took 7 years off, innit, before I went, because I just couldn't handle it. I took 7 years off, and then when I finally went back, I went to the grave of my sister, and then there's a small one, little, like a baby-sized grave, and my mum was the one cleaning it and everything.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you know, me and your dad, we built it, like, you know, paid for it. And I was like, why? What happened? She's like, oh, it was an orphan, no family, no parents, and obviously the orphanage can't afford it, so they buried her, and that was it.
And that's it.
And my mum was like, imagine like this kid has no one to pray for them. And same thing as Ev's, bless him, my mum was emotional, and she's coming from a motherly angle, because she's praying for her own daughter, and now she's praying for this little girl that she's never met but has no one to pray for you. And I hear what he's saying, and I know why it makes you emotional, because it's someone, in his case, it's someone that he knows and loves.
But not only that, it's because he has a child now. That feeling's deeper, bro. Because you know, like,
of course, he's a father now.
When you pass your children that will carry on praying for you. So you know that. Even like for myself, my dad passed away, I never got to see him. I never saw the burial. I never witnessed anything. I remember, and I went there a few years later, and then I think I went there like 7 years or 6 years after his death. I went to see his burial, and it was like an out of body experience where I just stood there and I was just like, whoa, like I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. One guy took me, and it's not like how it is in the UK where it's like, it's on the grass and it's whatever. There it's mostly sand, bro. It's like bare rubble and that in it. And it's next to some little hospital place, and it's in a little corner of the hospital. It was weird, bro. And I was just sitting there thinking, this is mad. And my brothers have not seen it. I think it's just me and my mum in the household that's only seen it. And I just stood there over the grave thinking, I didn't get to witness nothing. I didn't know nothing. I'm here now and I'm seeing the grave. And it was just such an out of body experience. I was just like, yeah, this is tough. And I didn't last long, bro. I said, I need to get out of here. And I just left. And that was the only time I went back. I only went once, and I couldn't do it at that time. Because I wasn't like, for my mum, when she did it, she got to see it. She went through it. She washed the body, whatever, whatnot. Buried him. She was there for the prayer, etc. Whereas me, we were just, while all this was happening, we was in England, because Somalia, they bury it the next day. There's no time. He passed away on that day. I think he passed on a Thursday. Friday, they buried him. Gone. And there was no time for us. And he passed away like in the early hours in the night time.
There's no
and in
preparation.
the morning, there was zero, bro. Because then there's no autopsy.
Of course, no.
He's gone. Okay, boom. Put him in the grave. And when I got there, I was just like, I was overtaken with emotions. I just stood there for a bit. I said, no,
And that's what it is. It's just, it's scary. But Evs, obviously now you joined us.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Bro, don't apologize. Don't ever apologize for that, bro. Especially, listen.
I'll tell you what it was. Obviously,
the episode's about
I'm
vulnerability.
going to tell you. All it was I don't like mentioning her name because she's my trigger to cry. I'll be honest with you.
Bro,
I hate mentioning her name, so I thought, let me mention it only because it's a weird one. I was going to mention it, so I could be like, oh, let me talk about her. But then I realized if I talk about her, I'm chatting about it.
It's going to trigger you.
Yeah.
I can't do that, bro. So I've done it. So that's the last time I cried on it.
But that's beautiful.
Only because, of course,
you've already answered the question with your actions just now, innit?
Yeah.
Which is, first of all, I want to commend you for even being this vulnerable in front of us, in front of the pod. No, bro. This is beautiful, bro. Man, will never. I won't allow you to cut it. Not even for the flipping views. I couldn't care less about that. For what it shows,
of course.
Like other people. Yeah, man. And the fact that
beautiful.
you know what, one thing I will say to you is the I know she's family and whatnot, but the rahmah that you show other people is inshallah going to be the rahmah that Allah shows us.
No, I appreciate you.
So when you show someone mercy,
I believe in that as well.
whether you know them or not, bro, you don't know the mercy that you're showing. Allah sees and in return can show you that same mercy, which could be on the day of the judgment on your scales.
On the scales.
No, 100%.
Allah's mercy more,
bro. Of course, bro.
No, 100% mercy to a random person in the street,
bro. To cats, to dogs, to animals, bro.
That is so light.
Don't ever lose that. Don't ever apologize for it.
No, I wasn't apologizing.
I know, but I want to say,
I wasn't saying sorry because of that. I appreciate you on that one. It just I felt. So we're talking about vulnerability. So since we've been speaking about, I've been thinking about it. And as I thought, obviously, so my mum's half-sister's granny passed away today. There's a janaza tomorrow. So with that, I thought, it'd be good to speak on it. But obviously, like I said, it's a trigger. I'm not apologizing to you because I know you man don't feel that type of way about it. Like West came out already to try to check me straight away. So I know this is a safe place. You feel me, dog? So it wasn't even that. It's just a case of that's how it makes me feel with it. But that's the 10th time I've cried now, by the way.
Yeah, see? And that's probably the most vulnerable I've ever seen you. That's probably the most vulnerable if you ask me what vulnerability is, that is it to me. That's how I don't know how to word it, but his actions was like the manifestation of what I was thinking. What is the answer?
It come from the heart, bro.
Yeah, bro. And
from the heart.
How vulnerable can you be? I think to go back to the original question, in front of your woman, I believe, or in front of.
I said it. So in terms of partner and relationship, let me answer it quickly. Why I think it's dangerous, though.
Yeah.
I don't really per se think it's good to do, is a good thing to do, because you're also putting pressure on them. So women, I believe. So like now, me and Westside can beef, war. Like we can war each other. And if I tell him my deepest talk, like even like today, for example, whatever happens, he, even in the middle of war between us, wouldn't really, just by nature, run around telling people that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like Everett's this kind of guy. But with women, when you do that, if you have an argument with a woman, I believe in it, a lot of them can weaponize it against you, not even because they want to, but women's tongue is very loose compared to a man. They can just say off rip. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So when you are being vulnerable...
If she says something to you, it cuts deeper than one of your man.
Yeah, so if you say something, you're also putting them in a position where now that vulnerability can cause... But it can go left, bro.
But that's why I said earlier, it's important for that person to protect your vulnerability.
Yeah, and you have to be trusting of it. But I think it's rare anyhow.
But a lot of men hold their vulnerability because they're scared to give that away. That's the scariest thing as a man to give away, bro. Like if you give away that vulnerability and someone attacks you on that vulnerability, you're not the same person no more, bro. Like it changes you completely.
I feel like you've got to be able to... Especially if the other person is being vulnerable around you.
No, facts. I'm not saying against, I'm not against showing it. I'm for showing it.
I'm wary of it. I'm wary of it. I've done it once.
You've got to display some sort of vulnerability, some sort of emotion, ultimately, because you can't just be a log.
But we're talking about the extreme layers, though.
I'm talking extreme.
Because I've done it. I've only done it once in my marriage where I felt I had to do it only because I was bugging out on her. Yeah. We're having like a little 2-second argument. I'm making it last days. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I started on my head. And then it's like, she's looking at me one time, and then I can't remember what it was, but we had a dumb argument over something light, but then I made it more of a thing than it should be. And she's already said like, oh, my bad. Like, as a light thing, I'm bugging. I thought, all right, I got to pull her up to the side. Yeah. Sagu, this is why I feel like this. But that is necessary because we're married, innit? Yeah. But I think just being voluntary.
And I disagree.
Like you feel you just want to do it for the sake of, this is my mental health. Yeah, I think that's mental. When it's a case of shit's hitting the fan and you can't handle it no more, then yeah, maybe.
But also I
wouldn't tell my guys, but yeah, I still wouldn't tell my guys though.
It makes the relationship more pure and more beautiful. Like if it's done properly and it's protected properly, that relationship becomes more beautiful, it becomes stronger. Then there's a bond. The bond gets deeper and deeper, bro, because then now that anytime there's a saying behind every great man is a woman or whatever. I don't know what that saying is.
There's a great woman behind a great man.
Along the lines like that, but and it's true.
I know it's in your book.
When you're, huh?
It's in your book.
I 100% agree because when you've got the right person, bro, and you'll be able to. Women are nurturers, bro. Like their natural instinct is to nurture and to also protect and to also look after and to comfort. So when you're being that person, sometimes the man them, when you're saying something with the man them, it's like, oh, you got this, bro. Like, come on now. It's more blasé. Man them, we tell each other, pattern up, bro. Like, come on.
It's very surface.
Yeah. Whereas as a female she'll take that in, she'll nurture. And women, they take on your problems and they absorb whatever you're going from. They're absorbing it, bro. Even sometimes when you talk to your mum absorbs everything.
They do, but sharp, there's the other side to that as well.
I agree. That's why I keep saying it's the right person, and it's not every single time. You can't do it.
The right person can run it for you.
The right person will protect it, absorb it, nurture it, look after you, and help you to become stronger and better, and vice versa when you do the same for her. But like, if it's in the wrong hands, it's dangerous, bro.
I think he's also saying is how much you share of that vulnerability, because the emotion you unload onto the other person can sometimes be too much to bear.
Yeah,
and they got their own shit.
And they got their own shit as well.
That's why I say you shouldn't do it willy-nilly. Like,
okay, but I'm saying, look, let's say like this, like generically. So when I say specific to a woman, like specific to one girl, but I believe in general, on the average, you can't unload that much on someone. Because I think men, we build up our stuff anyhow. Like we let things build, snowball effect for a minute. So by the time you're ready to release that, it's too much for someone to be, I think, innit? So if you're going to release that on someone, there's two things that can happen. They're either overloaded in general, or it's something they may hold against you, bro. Yeah. Because it might be the mad thing. And then, like, women tend to think, why did you not tell me earlier? Some of their reactions. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. They're like, why did you say this? Like, and you're like, I don't need to hear that right now, bro. I'm trying to tell you I'm on my knees right now, bro. I'm trying to say that. I'm on my knees, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro.
You told me earlier.
Yeah,
but you tell me you ain't heard that from a gal. Wallahi, why didn't you say that to me earlier, broski? So that's the only thing I would say. That I don't like doing it. I've only done it maybe once, maybe twice. Maybe twice. I like the show because I feel I can handle stuff and like deal with it as is because we're Muslim. Like, I don't think of it on some, I'm alone. I feel like Allah has got me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So more time you won't catch me like that.
Facts.
But I don't know, man. I think it's dangerous, man. I think it's dangerous, bro. Wallah, I think it's so dangerous. You got to really pattern it.
Yeah, it's healthy, but like you said, it is dangerous. But I always keep saying it's dangerous if it falls into the wrong hands. That's the only thing for me personally. If it's in the wrong hand,
the question is, how do you know the right hand?
Wallahi, you never know that, bro.
You don't. But I'm saying you have to test. You got to test the waters along the way, bro.
Of course.
Well, you never know nothing before you go into something.
Okay, so can you do it in a relationship?
No, I don't think it's dangerous.
Do you reckon?
No, I don't think so. I feel like, what are they gonna say?
But it can trigger.
Like anything that you put out there.
I'm saying it's dangerous for them.
No, but
like, I'm not like right now. If I told you, what I'm trying to say in my head, for example, if I see something mad deep to man, right, whatever it is, let's just say some other shit, and I tell that person that, and they use that against me as a mock later on in an argument, broski, I'm human. I don't know where 100%. This could go, bro. Woman or man. I don't know. If I told you something in confidence and you've literally mocked man for it, just because of an argument about where the chair was placed, bro, it could go left or right for anyone, 100%, bro.
But then that says a lot about that person's character, and it says that person then maybe never truly valued you, or if they did value you, then they don't anymore.
No, but it's too late by then because you already smoked them. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is,
bro, like, you're talking about something that has nothing to do with. It's too much emotion.
To me, that wouldn't be dangerous. That would be like, oh shit, okay, that's how you feel. Okay, like
in that
to
moment?
Me, no, I'm not. See me, I've gone past the days of I'm gonna punch him up for that. Like that might have been me 15 years ago, yeah.
No, but
I'm not saying that's you. Now,
the
stage where the Izzy of today, I'm like, bro, okay, I told you. Oh shit, you remember that then, yeah? Okay, cool, done. X. I don't look back. I don't need you in my life, bro. You've never once helped me to get where I am anyway. Like I'm not losing. If anything, you've lost out on a real one, bro. And it's not being me like trying to be arrogant.
You are a real one, bro.
No, but it's not even me being arrogant, my brother. Love. It's not even me being arrogant. Like, hold on.
With the big time. Would you do the same thing? Would you have that same energy with a partner?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm saying
with a partner, even friends, that's easy to cut off friends.
Yeah, easy.
But with a partner, if she did that to me and like genuinely use something against, something that I shared and I was like I was vulnerable. Like I shared something that I don't ever share with anyone. And then you've gone and thrown it back at my friends. And even she might turn around and say, oh, you know what, I lost my head in that moment. Cool. But the fact that you lost your head and the first thing that your brain draws to, then to me, I already know how you think. And I can't associate with myself with something like that.
But I'm saying, what happened again?
it will happen again. Now the question is, how deep are we? Do we have kids? It's not just easy to walk away. If there's no kids, I'll be real, I'm gone. I'm out that door, man.
No kids.
If there's kids, then obviously man can't destroy my child's life based on...
no kids.
If there's no kids, then cool.
Because my angle was...
Gone.
When
I'm not even going to spud. I'm not even saying bye.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's dangerous because you don't...
I'm so serious. And he dropped that little, I'm not going to spud her.
No, but I'm saying the angle of like... If someone's vulnerable in general,
Yeah.
and they try to be, especially men...
Yeah.
You're also in the oh shit zone. You're in a place of just anything can go on.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's the scariest place to be as a man, though.
Huh?
Out in the ocean and
Very scary.
Well, like, but what I'm trying to say with that is, if someone done like, the reason I think it's dangerous is I'm not advocating fighting your partner, but I'm saying you don't know what you could say or do.
Yeah, no. When I said fighting, I was
I'm not saying you
to
said
a friend.
that. No, I'm clearing up my point. Not because you said that. That's why I said. I don't want it to land like that. I'm saying, when someone's in a highly emotional place, in the wrong time, in the wrong place, you don't know what you could be doing.
Yeah, of course.
And giving a woman that, women are nurturers and carers naturally, bro, 110%. But there are some women that aren't. They're destroyers.
No, but I don't...
They could break you to a point where they'll...
No,
bro,
but
come on,
I know
bro.
there's... Listen, like... There's vindictive
guys
people.
as well, bro.
There's
But I'm
vindictive...
talking about us being vulnerable to them.
No, but
okay.
I think there's...
Of course, there's men that are worse. There's men that are worse.
In this world... in this world...
Men use it to link
There's vindictive people.
Facts, wallahi, fucking...
Anyone, male or female, who uses something that person shared to them and probably only them and tries to weaponize it and use it against them... Bottom barrel, then you don't need to be with that person because it's... How many times do they need to do something like... Before you learn, you know what I'm saying? So
for that person to have told you that means that person like
bro,
wholeheartedly trusted you in his weakest moment, whether it be male or female. Like that person,
and you got to guard it correctly.
You have to
guard it correctly.
So regardless of whatever you could have wronged me in my life, that secret has been buried with me. If our friendship dies or our relationship dies, then that whatever you have told me in confidence, is being buried with that friendship or that relationship. If that's gone, then it's gone, and that's being buried with it. Well, I would never use that as a weapon. Yeah,
I advocate, but I'm trying to say I advocate against it to remove all doubt. Unless you have to.
Yeah, but when you live your life like that,
I'm saying
your life
it's
like
like
that.
you're always on the defense.
No.
You're on the defense. You're playing like
low block.
Mourinho.
No, but I'm saying,
jokes aside, that's how you live your life.
No, but I'm saying do it when necessary. If it's something where it's a build up and it's necessary for the safety of the relationship, I think you should do it. But when I mean vulnerable, that to me, I'm like, I don't want to overload on someone because you don't know where they're at. And also with anyone, bro, they might not take it as seriously as you do. Because the other thing as well in life is the things that bother me might not bother you.
Yeah,
that's just natural.
Definitely.
Yeah. So for a woman, it's just the same thing. She's human, just like us, bro. So with that said, and all those variables, you need to count: is it worth being vulnerable? If you feel the need to, go do it, bro. But I don't know.
In that moment, though, I feel like in that moment, it's not. I'm not thinking about is it worth me being vulnerable. If I'm feeling vulnerable, I just need to let it go.
I'm not trying to calculate whether it's this or this.
No, but
you're thinking about it.
No, but if I'm with my wife and a situation that why am I hiding things from my wife, bro?
Yeah.
That's my wife, bro.
But it's not hiding. But it's not hiding though.
But what? But if it's
you can't share everything in life though.
No, I agree with, bro. But if it's something that's weighing you down, bro. That's your part.
Yeah, I'm
wife.
that.
I'm not gonna.
I'm saying if it's something
I'm not gonna not tell her to protect or to uphold or something.
I'm saying if
it's my wife, I need to let her know.
No, but I'm saying yes. If it's something that's overloaded and burdens you,
if it's
you need to go seek help.
I'll thug it out, bro.
Yeah, go seek help.
I'll pattern that myself.
Perfect word. Thug it out.
Yeah.
Go seek help if it's something that's overbearing, overloaded. But bro, if it's something you can firm yourself, keep it.
If it's something that's weighing me down or something that's on my mind or something I really need to, I'm telling my wife, bro.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I've done it in my marriage because it was necessary for the health of our marriage.
Agreed.
Because I know if I didn't do that, bro, it's gonna be long for her and me. Like it's long, bro.
Then there's nothing between you, bro. You're roommates, bro.
Man's out here while we should take out the bin. I'm just bugging out for something now.
Just become roommates, just chilling there, not telling each other that.
So you have to be. You have to
your
share
bedroom duties, and then that's it, bro. But
oversharing is the thing as well for men. Like we're in this.
Say bedroom duties.
I don't want to say in case there's kids watching.
Oh, you're sick.
Side note.
That's a duties, you know. Got a duty to please that booty. That's a duty, you know. Man calls it a shift.
What you say? You're clocking in for your shift.
He's clocking it. He said, "Oh, sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, what time is the lunch break?"
I tried so hard to be PG.
You know, I looked at him. And I knew he was cooking up something. Well, I was just waiting for him to land.
Yeah, you can't
a shift.
Izzy, you can't hide from Izzy, bro. Izzy will come get you. Them jokes are gonna land. You can't hide from Izzy. Them jokes are gonna land. Them jokes are gonna land, broski.
Bedroom duty. What's that? My guy's sharp, you know.
Allah, my boy.
My brother.
No, but what I was saying was, no, you can be, bro. You know, you can be vulnerable. I've clearly done it, but I just don't. It's oversharing.
Do you know what it is? I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
You got, but
Men aren't really oversharers though.
I think in this day and age we are.
Some can be.
I think more and more now in this day and age, I do believe people are more on this oversharing their problems and not facing their problems. They chat more about their problems than dealing with it. Because sometimes dealing with your problem is talking about it, but it's also over talking where you're just avoiding the whole situation, bro.
Yeah, because obviously society's we're all being taught now to show your emotions, be free, yada yada yada. Talk about. I feel like serious things and obviously things that you may struggle with, yeah. But if it's things that you need to, I don't know why I keep using the word, you need to thug it out because also it breeds character, bro. It makes you the person you are eventually going to become. Because sometimes in life you have to face your problems, you have to deal with certain things.
At one point or another, yeah.
And also you got to take accountability. I feel like nowadays there's not really much accountability. If something's going wrong or something's happening, say, you know what? I'm dealing with this. Obviously, I get that there's certain mental health issues and there's a lot of things that are happening. But if it's something that you can't really take on yourself, then cool.
Seek help.
But if it's something that you deep down in your heart believe you can take on. But I feel like a lot of people nowadays, instead of taking on, everyone's seeking help. Because nowadays you got to build your character because you got to later on look back in life and be like, yeah, I went through that, man. That was a tough time in my life.
Yeah.
I went through
it. Shaped you. It molded you.
It molded you and it shaped you. You said, I've come out of it. But if you're going to seek help at every single thing, where's your character? Where you being built?
We've gone to two extremes.
Yeah,
I think we've gone from...
Where you going up? Like, how are you shaping? What's happening in your life? How did you get there? Like, your journey ain't there. You've just gone from here, then you've got help here. Then what happens in life is every single thing you go through in life, I need help. I need help. I need help.
I might sound mad saying this, innit? But that's why I advocate for bullies in schools.
No, that's it. Yo,
I'll tell you why. No, let me tell you why. No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you
never
why.
You got bullied at school.
I was bullied. I was out here
even
bullied.
in high school, whenever I see it, even in general, when I see it, I always stop it. I've never.
No, but I'll tell you why. No,
don't.
Yeah, but let me say why though. I'm gonna be serious though. There's a food chain in school. The bullies are dickheads, 110%, and there's men that aren't getting bullied at all. That just the cool kids almost, innit? But those kids that face up to the bullies eventually, they're shaped.
No,
yeah, but then what were the kids?
I know bare man have been bullied that they needed it, bro.
There's more that don't,
and then they go out
tormented for life.
Yeah, we're here.
In general, bro. Wallahi, in life.
There's more kids that don't face their bullies.
I don't know, bro.
And have.
So hold on.
I don't know about that, bro.
I'm gonna
I love you, but
I don't know about that, bro.
I don't like
that one. I can't.
You got a son.
You better face his bully.
And if he doesn't?
If he doesn't?
So what?
Yeah, you're right. In that sense, yeah, you're right.
And you don't know about it because he remember.
I'm only joking, by the way. I'm only having a light
thing with everyone. Yeah. So you don't know he's getting punched up, Miskeen, every other
I'm gonna tell you because he's trying to figure it out.
No, but Habib's getting
obviously, when I say punched up, it's kid stuff.
Yeah,
playground, little scratches. But he grows out through life thinking. Anyone that comes aggressive, he's shook now because flashbacks of that punched him. Nah, but bro,
he turns aggressive.
You're right, I'm already bantering.
He turns aggressive.
He becomes the aggressor.
He becomes an aggressor, and then later on,
he goes too far left.
Anytime he feels a bit,
I need to be
straight away. I need to be alpha.
No,
really
I'm only bantering. You man got me. I'm only bantering, really. The bullies, but I do believe this 100% this part though. That you need to go through some sort of hardship in school.
100%.
Whether it is facing a bully
in life, I think.
In life in general.
And it starts in school.
Not even life.
You need to be molded.
I'm saying school, bro, because school's the first time when you hit year 7 is the first time you feel independent as a kid. Yeah. So with those hardships,
I cried the first day. The night before I went to high school, I was crying because I don't know why. I remember I was bawling my eyes out. I don't know what. I couldn't tell you for what reason. I was thinking, shit, I'm not gonna go.
I was nervous.
I was 6'2", bro. But I think I was more nervous.
I was nervous, excited.
I'm not gonna have all my high school friends because it's the first time your life change is happening.
Yeah, the biggest change. It's the first change.
And I think that rocked me because I was thinking, because that safety blanket of seeing the same faces every day, and I know who I'm seeing. I know everyone from year 6 down to year 5 and 4 and 3. I knew all the faces. I knew all the teachers. To then now coming up to a brand new school, and there's people coming in from all different types.
Did you go to school for the first time by yourself in year 7? So I did.
I did. My mum took me.
No, I did.
Ooh,
so I remember that
shit.
was like, but only because my
Oh,
older
no, I did
brother
with
was
my sister. I went with my sister.
my older brother was in year 10.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time. So obviously I'm going with him. But in my head, I'm going by myself.
You're going by
This
Bad,
is
yeah. I used to come home by myself.
Yeah,
but my
this
mum
is
always took me
nuts.
there.
No, obviously coming home because he'd be doing his own thing.
his
Oh,
legend, yeah, he's his
you
friend.
know how it is, isn't it?
Don't know you, yeah.
Yeah, but I was more excited, like nervous excited.
I was just crying. I don't know why. So, oh my
Yeah.
God.
I was
It's
mad
gonna
excited.
be tough.
Bro.
I don't know how I'm gonna-
That blazer
And
lasted
then
me
the
3
first day
years
was
as well.
calm.
My blazer lasted like 3 years. You know, mum buy the
Your
oversized
blazer,
thing.
yeah.
Come on, bro. They buy it like 2 years up or whatever. I had mine from like year 7
Oh,
to year
was
I
9.
used to
mad.
hate shopping for it. Wallahi, man.
Fun fact: I've never owned a blazer, a school blazer.
I never had one.
Oh,
either.
because you was in, yeah.
This has been the greatest comeback. Running segment.
theme.
We need an episode. Not even us, man. Just him and an
Talking about his
interviewer.
time in Somalia.
This is time Somalia. A breakdown.
Nah,
Like this
nah,
actual breakdown.
What was the name of the school? Speak him up.
In Somalia.
Oh, the school you went in, the only school you went.
Mogadishu boarding school.
Huh?
Mogadishu boarding school.
MBS.
MBS.
Mogadishu
On the gang,
boarding
MBS
school.
on the
Boarding
gang.
school.
So it was a boarding school, but my dad tried to basically
What was the
tell me, yeah, you're a boarding student. I said no chance. I'm
what was the
running
thing?
away.
The uniform, Mawis.
Oh no,
Shirt.
I wish it was they had some khaki massive bootleg trousers that I swear you could get like both my legs could go into
through
one of them in one of them, and then some bright yellow shirt.
I think
Bright
you said this.
yellow.
Yeah, I think you told us. Yeah, you
Bright
told us.
yellow, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just some sandals, whatever footwear in it. Doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
I've got pictures.
I beg you, yeah,
nah,
upload it.
No, not for him,
the
but I mean,
FI
I just want to see
for the
pictures.
family.
No,
The
actually,
FII.
Well,
You don't have pictures.
No, because
It's a joke thing.
no, I don't have no pictures from actually like school and stuff because obviously then
Was it traumatic?
technology weren't really there, innit?
Nah, but
we
you can
didn't
still
really
get
have
pictures.
smartphones. and that.
Westside without a beard. It looks so funny. Wallahi.
Yeah.
I knew you were talking about a bid though.
Did you?
010, no? You didn't have a bid.
Yeah, no, I had a beard then.
You had a beard.
010.
Yeah. There might have been
Is
a
that-
period where he
I don't
probably
think
saw
so,
me where
bro.
I shaved it off once.
Yeah,
Could he-
you look. Yeah,
It was
you
basically-
needed a beard.
Upside down.
Bro,
Well,
Your hair, your
Bro.
beard was under your head.
Well, I had a beard. A beard saved you.
a bid saved me and it saved you.
No, I had a chiseled jawline, bro.
No, you did not, bro.
My guy. Talk to him.
You practiced that one.
Come on.
Okay, so
Johnny Bravo.
Hold on to your jaw. My thing.
Johnny
dead.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Strong.
Nah,
Johnny
quite
We'll
right.
post,
Bravo.
we'll post on the Instagram story.
What, my thing?
All of us.
You without a beard. You without a beard.
And you without a
Yeah,
beard.
but my beard is dead anyway, so it's like, it's you free.
You
Nah, it's
must
you
be
free.
bugging if you think a
definitely
picture
you
of
without a
me
beard.
We'll post on the
Without a
story.
beard
I
is
think I was
coming
a
out,
young-
You must think
No, well,
Yeah.
I'll post on the
crazy.
story. Be fun, bro. Stop
Yeah,
being
yeah,
fucking.
that's
Be
you.
vulnerable, man.
But I ain't got chiseled jawline.
No, but we need to see that.
No,
You
well,
get me?
let the people see, bro.
Let
What
the
picture?
people
I don't
see.
care.
Post it
bro.
on we post it on the Instagram story.
I posted my snap. My snap's popping now. I posted
No,
my
we
snap.
post on Instagram. I am him.
I am him. I didn't finish my story
We
about that.
post on
But
the
go on.
Instagram story. I will we'll have a little vote.
Of what?
No vote. Well, I will just post it for people.
You want a guy to say you're good looking? Is that what you want?
That's
Well,
what
you're
you
The
good looking,
voting
brother,
was. The voting was.
bro. Good looking, brother, bro.
Yeah, he's got a
Mashallah, Allah
duty
Mubarak, bro.
to please that. Man wants the voting system. He's got the
to say
duty.
like in terms of without the beard, bro. Not for
Oh, bro.
who the beard saved more.
Me. No, I mean me.
Yeah,
It was me.
I've met
how we
you
look, bro.
with a. Yeah, I met all of you with a beard. To be fair,
Yeah,
I met all of you with beards. I can't even. I've seen
I
you
had a
without a
beard for
beard
you.
because I've seen throwback photos. I ain't seen these two.
Yeah, I'll show you later on.
I put it in the group chat still.
No, Westside.
No. Post it on the page.
What page? Insta.
FIO figuring it out family.
The FI. Shout out to the family as well. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're still rocking with us. Some people,
share,
some people have gone by now, innit? You know the average view
well, they've
duration.
all gone.
A few people left.
Yeah, it's
So
always
just
that
us now.
one brother in the comments saying, "Where's the timestamps?" He's trying to cut all this out.
I
trying to get to
I
people.
always
You're
see
gonna do
that.
it. You have to watch it.
Yeah, bro.
I
That
have
big
to
man.
watch the
You have
thing,
to watch
brother.
all
No,
of
not
it.
even that. You gotta guess it. You gotta guess it yourself. You,
You
gotta
gotta
start
guess it,
scrolling
bro.
to
We
it.
don't know this timestamp thing, bro. I'll be real with you. That's the only reason why we ain't done it. That's the truth.
No, we don't. But I done it twice.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
And
No, but
the third time, I done the same method and it flopped.
no,
Know
but
what to do
even the
after
way
that.
you did it ain't the way it's meant to be done. The way it's meant
Yeah,
to be
the other
done
way.
is it's clipped. It shows you the segment, the
He can
title.
do it. Westside
It's
can do
like
it.
quick, boom, boom, boom,
And, no,
boom,
and you
boom.
know which each
Ours
part
was
is
like
about.
it was.
Ours was
you
just
did that
time
one,
frames.
and then it was like a 20-minute later. You did that one, and then
Yeah,
another
and
20
we don't
minutes.
even
that
no,
one.
but you see the way you did it. We
Oh, you
did
did
it
a
as
movie breakdown,
numbers.
innit? Yeah,
so
yeah,
when you
yeah,
clicked
yeah,
on
my
it,
thing was
you still
there.
didn't know what you're gonna get. Like whereas when people do it, they tell you what they're talking about in that little segment.
Oh yeah, we're
We're
not on
just
that.
38 minutes.
Like,
It
guys,
goes
just roughing
Bear
it
with us.
and-
It's
yeah,
supposed
This
to
is the least like this is as good as it gets from us. I'll be real with you.
Yeah, this is we've
Timestamps and all that stuff. I will be real with you.
We've overachieved.
Yeah, we're
overachievers.
We've overachieved. Guys, we're overachievers. Yeah, please bear with us.
Bro, we've gone into 2 new years now as a podcast. You know the one, we've gone into 2 new years as a podcasters, bro. We have more than overachieved, bro.
Yeah, we've overachieved. Guys.
Wallahi, we've overachieved.
Bear with us.
We're here, fam.
We're winging it.
We're winging it.
How long we got left on this anyhow? How many years we got left? Or how many months we got
I
left?
don't know. That's a great question.
Oh, that's a fucking sensation.
Have you been ever thought how long you're gonna do it for?
I don't know, you know.
Recently, I have.
I know he hasn't for a fact.
Recently,
I have or haven't.
Haven't.
What do you mean?
This is now part of your. This will last as long as us 3 do it. Is this
I'm
part of
one
your
of
week?
those guys.
But he's a
Yeah.
stubborn guy. He will do it out of stubborn. He won't stop.
He's not gonna stop.
Like out
No,
of
but if
stubbornness.
one of you lot pull out, I'm out.
Yeah.
I think it'll take more than one. I think at least 2 minimum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If one
yeah.
pulls out, like
Yeah.
if I pulled out and
I'll
you
be
three
real.
said,
If Izzy's gone, I'm gone with
no,
Izzy.
I'm not that
I'll
guy.
be so
I'm not
real.
that guy.
As much as I love you lot.
I'm not that guy. I'm
Actually,
not that
Westside
guy.
as well.
Basically, he said
He's a
you can
liar.
leave.
Yeah, he said I can
You're a
leave.
liar.
But how you
You're a
getting him
liar.
to leave?
You're an
actress.
You're not
You're a
going
liar,
nowhere.
you're an
But
actor.
I think we got a couple more months left in us.
Couple more.
Yeah.
We'll see what the people say.
Couple more what, months or years?
Yeah, months.
Yeah,
People them are still
yeah,
enjoying
yeah,
it.
shit.
The people them are still
It's
enjoying
easy
it.
for him to say. He's 3 months. He's fucked off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gone.
You
I'm
only
gone.
here 6 times a week.
Okay, you know what it is though? I've been around though. It just seems like I'm not. If you deep it.
No,
you have been around
he's going
here.
to other pods and not us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the Mandans pod that you don't want to jump on.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You just tried it. Don't do that.
You went on their pod, bro.
Of course I wouldn't on a
Are
pod.
you trying to phase
You
us
don't
out
come to
slowly,
us, yeah.
slowly?
I've been trying. You man ain't taking the hint, bro. I've
I
been
respect
trying.
it. I respect
I've been
it.
trying, bro.
I respect it.
The warden of the north, my boy.
He's my
killed
brother.
them.
He's my brother.
Hey, you can have him, guys. He's on sale.
Hey, January
free
transfer
transfer, bro.
window
Transfer window's open.
is open officially for
I
us.
was telling Gap today before we left your crib. I said, "Yo, these niggas don't know. These are my last 2 episodes for my contract. I'm up for review after
Oh
that,
shit!
bro.
Out of contract after this.
I've done 50 plus now.
No. I've done 50. Me.
Yeah,
I
you
have
haven't hit
done
50 episodes.
50 plus.
You haven't
I've done
featured in
40
50
plus. Sorry,
episodes.
apologies, 40 plus.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
he's
on the
the only
review.
one that's featured in 50 episodes.
Again, guys, I'm the only one with 100%.
Attendance.
I'm sick of you, bro.
He's got a duty.
I'm sick of you.
That is the catchphrase. Someone put it on the jumper and he will rock it. I'm telling you now. Someone get that printed on the jumper. He's gonna rock it. Bedroom duty.
Oh, you know they changed it before we end it. Very random. They don't call it master bedroom no more. They call it primary bedroom
Do they?
because master bedroom is the master for the slaves, the slave master.
Oh shit! Was that the
that not
original
mad?
history of that?
Yeah, that's the history of it. It's the masters.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, perfect sense.
So what's it called now? Primary bedroom.
Primary bedroom.
Yeah.
So when they sell it in houses, it's very random. So we apologize, but only 10 of you are left anyhow, bro. It's a primary. Yeah, bro. You see the view duration.
You know, a
bro.
lot of these things, have mad bad connotations that we use today and we don't even know.
Like what? What we got?
This is
Like
very
Black
subtle.
Friday. The initial Black Friday sales. What do you think that is?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know the
I
history
don't
of
know,
it.
bro.
It's back in the day when they used to sell slaves off and it used to be a discounted rate.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Research it. I researched it. I used to think,
mad.
why is it called that?
That is mad.
why
Yeah,
are people
bro.
Wait, hold on.
Because no one knows, or if they do know, they just don't care because they want a 50% off or
Wait,
whatever.
hold on. We all trying to research it.
Bro,
We
I'm
need one guy
telling you, I
to do it.
researched it, and it was to do with the selling of slaves, and it was at just discounted rate. And obviously,
So now instead
the
of slaves,
clues
it's
in the
TVs.
title.
Instead of slaves, it's TVs now.
But yeah,
Curries.
Curries, breezy. I bought a TV as well, funny
And
enough.
if you notice, a lot of these things have bad connotations. Like, for example, a black cat is deemed unlucky.
Yeah.
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 A white lie is not deemed to be a bad thing, but if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Colors,
I like
white,
it,
black.
Yeah.
Black was always negative.
Are you onto something, man?
Bro, I'm saying, blackmail. What's blackmailing when you blackmail someone? But why is it black?
Blackmailing.
Yeah, when you blackmail someone, why do we use the term? Why is the
Why do
color?
they use black, yeah.
So they used to use these things, and whether it's a form of brainwashing, whether it's a form of that's
Nah, but
that's
then,
just how
man,
society
I won't
was.
even lie,
We'll do another episode on that.
do
but
that- I'll tell you a quick
researched
one,
lot
yeah.
of shit,
You're right,
bro.
I'll tell you, we have to do
Bro, it's to do with the sales,
Wallahi,
the
you're right.
slaves that were
Izzy.
being sold,
Seen
bro.
that, wallahi.
Izzy, I'll tell you
Bro,
about
and then
Actually,
people,
pictures of it.
and you know what's
Watching
scary?
that.
A lot of people don't know, and if you're not ignorant, I don't want to use that word. If you don't know, fair enough.
Misinformed,
If you're not
If you're
aware,
misinformed,
you're
but if you know,
uninformed, yeah.
like
Uninformed, yeah.
you can't support it. You can't support it if you know. Like, as much as it's a sale and you might want to get a discount, I get that. But if you know the history on a lot of these things, like, I didn't know about the master bedroom. And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. That's mental though, innit?
Which is mental, bro. But this is it's even worse because everyone gets behind it.
Man, I say, oh, that's mental.
Black Friday, bro. Black Friday
Yeah,
sales.
that's
Black Friday sales, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a contract for some yards, yeah, in America. and again random, but we're gonna close this off anyhow. So basically, they didn't allow black people in African Americans to buy these houses.
They didn't allow them to.
They didn't allow them. So it was a new build. It was new build yards, whatever, in America somewhere. So in the contract, it was you can't sell it to the Negro. That was the whole thing, innit?
Yeah.
That contract only got rescinded and reworded maybe a couple of years ago.
No way.
Yeah, for that particular area.
Really?
Yeah.
So up until a few years ago, it was still deemed okay.
No, it wasn't deemed okay, but that contract
Was still existent.
it was still in existence. They had to reword it because language is important. And
Of course.
I told you, man, already we're doing one about language because how they're trying to control us and also move the pillars is by language, changing certain words to make. But that's another thing. But yeah, bro, like even they were talking about racism in England, and we're gonna get off it now. But covert racism, they said over here is different. In like America, they're drowning in racism. Drowning in water, but over here you're drowning in monoxide. You can't see the racism, but it's just as dangerous. You can both.
Of course, they're both silent. One's a
Well,
silent
it's the
killer,
truth
one's
though,
an
bro.
obvious
It's
killer.
so true.
It's the fucking truth, bro.
nah,
You know when I do Amazon,
like I
so
said,
take-
bro, look,
you know Amazon.
Black mail
when I
and
do
these little
drops, yeah,
things that you don't even use every day
yeah.
You don't clock
are
it.
associated to what?
Yeah, we never really. did
You
that.
never even bat an eye like
when I
that.
do
but
Amazon,
never-
Izzy, yeah, let's say I do 150 to 170 stops,
Yeah.
so each house, 150 houses. Wallahi, it'll be like to lie. 95% of those houses, when I knock on the door, they open. There's a second.
where they think, what's this bread doing here?
Oh, Amazon. Do you get it? They've taken a second or two to analyze why is this guy outside my crib, bro.
conditioned.
Then they see the
And
package
the
in my
thing is,
hand.
you fit the build. Black guy, beard.
Yeah.
Do you wear a hat?
wears
It's
a
cold,
woolly
isn't
hat.
it? It's
Yeah.
cold,
I
isn't
always
it?
wear the little woolly hat on.
You fit the
I don't. Actually, no, I
stereotypical.
have it on like now because of the cold.
You fit the stereotypical
Yeah.
thing of like why is he knocking on my
Apart
door?
from the height, everything else he fits it.
Bless him. Are you lost, young man? Bless him. Bite size.
Do you want a sweet?
Bite
on,
size.
darling.
I'm not
You're a
lying
bit
to you.
late for
I'll
trick or
take you for a
treat.
whip, but you're hanging out pusher. You can't even chat to man.
Yeah, you
Never
can't
hang out
chat. Yeah,
with
your
Pusha.
feet were
What
dragging.
you did?
Your feet were dragging in the pusher. We say he used to go faster by his feet. He used to go faster.
Hey, Freddie Flintstone.
Oh, I used to love that one.
Listen, before we go left in it, we're gonna end the episode. Just to sum it up, obviously we're all in agreement that you can be vulnerable with the women, but I feel it's a bit more dangerous. But you have to be very careful when you do it. And women,
No, but I will say
go on, say your piece.
be selective with who you be vulnerable with, male or female.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Including and I know we're talking about relationships, but also
No, it's fair,
friendships.
bro. It's fair,
But
yeah.
also for friendships, be selective because not everyone wants the best for you, unfortunately.
Well, I have facts.
So just kind of have in your head who you, and hopefully if she is your wife, then you should let your guard down because you've picked her. You haven't just made that decision yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
sure there would have been a process before you married her.
Yeah.
So if you've decided to spend the rest of your life with her, then why would you not
But,
put your guard
I'd
fully
also
down?
add to that is like the amount of times you're vulnerable as well. Because if you're constantly vulnerable,
100%.
Yeah.
then
Suck
there's
it
something.
out.
There's something you got to
Yeah.
look within.
Thug
Thug
shit out.
loving, thug
Other than
loving,
that,
thug loving.
What song is that?
Your game, boy.
What song is that?
Sorry, Westside. I had thug love.
Thanks
No,
very
no,
much.
no,
What song
one
is
thing.
that? Wait, before we go, what song is that?
Thanks very much for tuning
What's
in.
that? What song is that?
Forgive me.
Oh, can I ask a question before we go?
Yeah, but do you want to end it with that? Because I want to say one more thing to tie into his point.
Go on.
Let me just say because I'm already.
my thing's got nothing
I
to
was
do with that.
just going to say, I kept on saying, and we kept on saying, we're talking about men can be vulnerable with women because obviously we're men. But what I would say is, as a marriage tip and a relationship, getting into marriage, if you're about to get married, don't toy with each other's emotions. That's number one. Like, alhamdulillah, for me, I've never had that. Like my marriage, I'm 6 years in almost, but we've never toyed with each other's emotions, whether we was before we got married or now. And I think that is a staple or non-negotiable. If someone says even a stupid, I feel sad about something, don't toy with it. Maybe be friendly, like banter, because you're married, or whatever.
Depending on the relationship.
Yeah, but men and women don't toy with each other's emotions. That is the end of anything.
And don't ever throw anything back at someone if they've told you in confidence.
Yeah,
Like, don't throw.
don't
that's not
snitch,
cool.
don't
That
rat.
shit
No,
ain't
not even
cool,
say
like,
that's
it's not
ratting.
cool.
And thug shit out. Sometimes
Thug it out.
Thug shit out.
And what's the name of that song?
What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say, shout out my guy Posh. Posh asked me a question yesterday, innit? And it
Oh,
was a good
yeah.
question. Yeah, he said, it's for you as well. If you could pick, it's for the music heads, innit? So forgive me. If you could pick any R&B, if you used to have a wedding and you could pick any R&B singer to sing live at your wedding, who would you pick?
I don't listen to music no more. but
Based
if I
on
had a
one
choice-
song or based on like?
I'm joking with you. I can say answer though.
Whoever's your
I'm
favorite
picking
R&B
Joe.
artist or whatever.
I'm getting Joe.
Joe.
Prime Joe.
I want to know, yeah.
I want to
I
know.
don't know. I don't
That's a
know.
fucking
Who you
good
getting?
I'm an Usher fan, so I'm just gonna pick Usher.
Usher. Yeah, he's got hits as well.
Which era? I want an era. I want an
It's got to
era.
be Burn.
Okay, it has to be
The Burn era.
Confessions albums.
Yeah,
my favorite
Confessions.
album.
That
Yeah,
album was sensational.
I'd want to be very specific because them man have been
Yeah,
out
it
for
has
like
to be
30 years.
What about you?
Confession album.
I don't know. I've never thought about it.
What about you?
Me, Keisha Cole. Love that song.
For that one song.
I like
Fair,
that.
Yeah.
fair.
That
He
song.
came in. You got to come with the answer, broski.
Jagged Edge. Let's get married. Let's get married.
Hey, did someone say what song is that? Who assisted him?
Come on.
One of the younger lot asked in it about, was it Jagged Edge or 112?
I know who it is.
Yeah, you know who it is. I won't hype him up because he'll get emotional.
I was gonna hype him up. But
Yeah, no, he gets emotional.
Guys, thanks very much
See,
for anyway
first of
tuning
all-
in. We really appreciate
Alright,
it.
What's it wrapping up?
Tell you this.
I would bass though and add some
Yeah.
emotion, some bass. I'm coaching. I'm joking. Go on.
Talk to me about bass with your 4'5". Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hello.
Big tune.
There's no one left watching, by the way. So it's
Oh,
fine.
no,
It's just
at
like-
this point, there's nobody left. Okay,
He's
listen.
just having fun, bro.
Okay. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We out.
We out.